At that point, everyone had split up to do their own thing. Things were a little rowdy, but Hibiki had the small feeling it could lighten up eventually. He made his way around the house, only to eventually find 3 familiar faces, having a jolly good time in the kitchen.
I gotta say, this gets my mind off of things very well.
I told you it'd be fun. If me and Reina enjoy it that much, then you'd definitely get a kick out of it too.
Mixing herbs with alcohol really adds flavor to the beverages.
Well, wait until we finish up this ginger cocktail. Ginger ingredients go well with any liquor. Though rum and vodka are the best for fresh ginger. And better yet, it treats colds, nausea, arthritis, migraines, and hypertension.
Wow, I guess I better keep these facts in mind for brewing drinks.
Another thing to note is that basil can help treat things like food poisoning. Yep, so if anyone ever feels ill from that, basil helps out a lot with treatment.
You two aren't called Reduo for nothing. You share the same brain cell of knowledge.
We're the bestest of friends after all. So we're an inseparable bond. Reina's my bestie forever!
Remy went in to hug Reina tightly.
This is truly a wholesome hug, Remy.
Oh, bestie goals!
At least most are getting along with each other well. I should probably walk along now.
As Hibiki was ready to continue walking alone, someone tugged his arm behind him.
You? What the?
Hush and relax. It's just me.
Why would I feel relieved that it's you? What do you want?
To talk with you.
Seriously? Isn't that a dealing process you normally do in the alley?
Just sip it and let me speak.
Fine. What is your information? What could he possibly want?
Tell me something. How can you not have an idea as to who these kidnappers are?
What?
You're dealing with criminals a lot, so you should at least make some kind of connection, yes?
Why would I know something like that? I would have known way earlier if I did.
You deal with crime all the time, Einstein. I thought maybe you'd know something too, but I guess my expectations of you were too high.
What about you? Do you know more than you're letting on?
Nope, I know just as much as you do. Guess nothing useful means we're doomed for eternity.
No, stop. We're gonna live through.
I'll be off now, bye-bye.
Hey, wait!
Zip it, piss baby.
Without a second thought, Naohiko walked away, leaving Hibiki with more questions than answers now, as well as dreadful anxiety.
Why now of all times? It's just our first day here, and we're already theorizing? For now, I need time to myself.
As Hibiki walked around, he thought to himself as a result of his conversation with Naohiko, is it really gonna be easy enough to prevent deaths? Will Hibiki lose Hayate? Will Hibiki lose himself? Will Shioriko be okay?
Those saps are naive at best. There's no such thing as revelations without murder.
You tell him, boss.
I'm curious. Is it official yet?
What's official?
Our decision? Or do we still have more to learn about them?
Oh, that.
I have my eyes on a certain someone from what I know about them. They have a great act going on.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, we should definitely take it into account.
The better the act, the more painful.
When the time comes, we'll make the decision.
Excuse me?
To what do I owe the pleasure of this conversation, young lady?
Since, well, I have the authority here, like you guys in some way.
Yes, go on.
Is talking to him prohibited?
Him? Oh, please, you know very well that I can only...
No, it's not like I'm gonna say anything bad again. I just want to spend some time with him. I have the right to do that, right?
You are a fool if you think you can easily just... I have just now realized what it is you want.
What did you think I meant?
Pay no mind, darling. Just do what you wish to do.
Really?
You're letting her walk free to talk to the participants?
She is aware that any slip of the tongue equals punishment. Go on, spend time with him. Perhaps it's best if you get to know the one who will pretty much set things in motion around here.
I mean, she is a servant here after all, but whatever.
Okay. Thanks.
One complaint, and she's done.
Pacing around sure does make time fly by, as well as the occasional rests I do.
The peace wouldn't last long, however, for he encountered an unexpected duo being rowdy.
Yeehaw! I reckon it could be fun.
You'd risk flying off and busting your ass, though.
It can't be that bad. It's all worth it anyways if you're being rowdy.
We'll see about that.
This is a rather unexpected turn of events.
Why, hello, Hibiki. What's not to expect? We're just... what's the word?
Vibing.
Yeah, I figured. We're just out here vibing like bros.
You two are starting to connect?
Cowboys are cool. You remember last night's meal?
Yeah, the whole do-a-yee-haw thing. Who'd forget that?
Well, I figured I could be rowdy in the way he is online, while he's rowdy in the way I am.
This guy's definitely more than just your average cowboy. I can't wait to see what more he's made of.
This is unexpected for sure, but I guess I can let things roll the way they are right now. Unless Ruka or Ayumu blows it. So, what are you guys gonna do now?
Play Sheriffs and Bandits. It's a Wild Western version of Cops and Robbers. I'm definitely gonna retain a win streak from this.
I'm pretty sure Sheriffs and Bandits isn't an actual alternative name for Cops and Robbers, unless it somehow is.
You don't stand a chance, partner. My skills are top-notch, so you best brace yourself.
Not if I do this!
With one quick swoop, Ruka ran off with Ayumu's hat.
Oh, so it's like that? Well, I'll be damned. Get back here, you little rodent!
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be goofy goobers all throughout. Wherever they're gonna play, I pray for those who are gonna be caught up in their mess. I still feel like keeping myself entertained, however. Perhaps watching some TV? Yeah, I'll try that.
Before he knew it, he was in the living room. Nobody in sight. Not a sound to be heard.
You know what? I may as well make use of this empty space and put on a movie.
Hibiki turned on the TV and DVD player. Then searched for a movie to watch. After a few seconds, one of the movies caught his eye. This movie is about a girl who became popular upon transferring, who has a godlike talent of singing.
I think I'll watch this one.
Hibiki inserted the DVD into the player, and then the movie ran. As he got to the main menu screen to play the movie, he was interrupted.
Hanabi?
Huh? Oh my, Rico!
Hi.
What brings you here?
May I sit down and explain?
Sure, be my guest.
Shoriko walked towards the couch Hibiki was sitting at, and eventually sat down next to him.
Is something wrong? I'm worried about you at this rate.
No, nothing is wrong. I just thought it'd be nice to spend some time with you.
Huh?
As much as I wish I were like you guys, I have my orders to follow. I'm sorry. But this is the closest I'll be granted to mixing with you guys.
Rico.
So you're watching this movie, I see. It gives me a trip of nostalgia for some reason.
The movie is recent. That's pretty peculiar.
Oh, not that kind of nostalgia. I mean a nostalgia that takes me back to who I once was.
How come the movie makes you feel that way?
I don't know. Just a feeling is all.
Right. Rika was once an ultimate. Happy until she became a slave of these corrupted snakes. I wonder what she used to do. Shall I start the movie?
Yeah. You can proceed.
With that, Hibiki played the movie. As the movie was starting, Riko laid her head on his shoulder. This is unexpected, but he was no stranger to Riko's warmth and giving her a hug of comfort yesterday. He put his arm around her and snuggled her up a bit.
Poor Riko. She really doesn't deserve what she's forced with. To make her feel better about herself, this affection should do the trick. That's all it is, therapeutic snuggles of affection. This should be normalized for everyone who's feeling down. It actually works, honestly.
Hibiki spent the whole time watching the movie with Riko, snuggling her up in comfort. He wanted it all to last so he could just forget about all of this. No killing, no distrust, no fear. Just safety, care, and affection towards one another. This is all they want, nothing more. Eventually, the movie was over.
That movie was so beautiful. Right, Riko? Riko?
Hibiki glanced at Shiriko beside him. She fell asleep.
Odd. She was up during the ending. Guess she fell asleep while I watched the credits. Wow. She's cute when she's asleep. But enough about that. How am I gonna get her back without waking her up? Am I really gonna do this?
This was the only way he could get her to back where she needed to be. Hibiki slowly got up and carefully held her and carried her.
This is gonna look so weird if anyone saw us like this.
He carefully walked while carrying Shiriko. Then out of nowhere as he walked near the dining hall.
Isn't that just lovely?
Crud. Just had to be her of all people. Hanamaru! It's not what you think. She fell asleep and...
I'm the one who will take her off your hands.
Ah, yes. I was wondering where to put her after all.
Don't fret, my dear. You two can have a little moment like that again later down the line. But for now, little Riko needs to get back to her pose.
I told you, it's not like that! Wow. Where's Hayate when you actually need him all of a sudden?
Whatever you say, good sir. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Hibiki gently placed Shiriko in Hanamaru's hands, and then she walked off carrying her away with no problem.
Honestly, I have trust issues with Hanamaru looking after Riko like that. But there's nothing I can do about it now.
Hey, there you are, Hibiki.
Oh, hey, Kaede. What brings you here?
Well, I smell food, and it most likely implies that Minoru is making dinner for us.
Dinner? Already? Wow, I killed a lot of time for sure.
Well, they say time flies when you're having fun, so that would explain it.
Deep thoughts.
So, will you be going to the dining room to await the meal?
May as well. That way not all the seats are taken up. No way am I gonna be forced to sit somewhere where I'll get a headache.
Hibiki made his way to the dining room for dinner. As he arrived, a certain someone was there to greet him.
Well, if it isn't who I think it is.
Hello, Hayate.
I've been looking for you, cutie. I tried your room, but there was no response. So I started to look around just in case.
And here I am for you to find.
Precisely.
Well, you looking for me means you wanted me for something, I suppose.
I was gonna recruit you for dinner since it was about to be served.
Oh, so you were gonna pick me up for dinner?
I sure did. And I was able to save our spots so we could sit next to each other.
That's nice of you. No headaches for me tonight.
Well, of course. Can't be separated from the cutie of this place.
Thanks. Get it together, Hibiki. It's just an act of kindness and consideration.
Hibiki sat with Hayate in the dining hall for dinner. Dinner was just being handed out by Minoru as they got there.
Chow down, mates. I went all in on this one.
Oh, I wonder what's on the menu today.
Figure it out for yourselves. It's best revealed as a surprise.
A surprise?
Yes, it's a surprise, you twit. It's part of my craft. Never reveal what a dish is until served.
Very interesting way of serving dishes.
Of course it is! It's called being original, jackass! Now chow down!
Minoru finishes up the serving, rings the bell, and leaves the dining hall.
Just how full of himself is he?
Beats me, but he's simply full of it altogether.
Putting all of Minoru's crap behind, they sat down to eat. Eventually, everyone else had arrived for dinner as well. Not much happened. It was like a casual dinner at a normal event. Though deep down, Hibiki had a feeling that everyone had some slight distrust within them. Yet, hid it to prevent from causing even more problems.
I wish we could all be casual like this every day, without being in the circumstances of a killing game, but that's never gonna happen. No matter how much you wish for something to happen so magically, it just doesn't work like that. Rather, you need to make it come true for yourself.
Eventually, dinner was over, and everyone went their own separate ways.
Boy, am I stuffed.
The clock went off. It was nighttime. He somehow has the urge to just fall asleep.
Should I? I probably should.
But before he could even prepare for bed...
Huh? Coming.
Just like that, a knock at the door. Hibiki opened it to see a familiar face from this morning.
Good evening, Hibiki.
Ah, good evening, kikAI. Are you here to talk with me about that thing you mentioned earlier?
Yes, indeed. May I come in?
Sure thing. Please come on in.
kikAI entered his room and sat on Hibiki's bed. She patted the spot next to him, signaling for him to sit next to her. With that, Hibiki sat right beside her.
Talk to me. What's on your mind?
At the meetings we had today, did I do well acting as the group leader?
Why do you ask?
Because I want to be sure, since I feel like I should act as the leader during our time here.
I mean, you are a journalist who fights for the truth after all.
Exactly. So I want to help everyone find the truth as to why we're here in the first place, as well as to know those headmasters' intentions.
But Shioriko has nothing to do with them. You remember what she said when we were told of our fate here, do you not?
Hibiki, I hate to be that person, but is she really what you see her as?
What?
Is Shioriko really a victim in this? Or is she gaslighting us?
Gaslight? No. No way she'd do that. Hanamaru literally dragged her away from me that day.
You sure it wasn't all just an act to make us fall down into the abyss of fear?
What?
Think about it. They want us to kill, right? They will do anything it takes to make us feel scared, yet motivated to commit the worst thing imaginable.
Anything?
Yes, and what we saw was a possible example of their manipulation.
But it's only a mere possibility, right?
Right, but don't be too naive in believing Shioriko too easily. If anything, she may be using us, especially you. I know it's hard to think about, knowing that someone who looks and acts all innocent could be faking it. But this is for your own good, should it ever come to a backstabbing made by her.
I really don't know what to believe.
All I suggest is that you be cautious around her no matter what. I care about you and everyone else here.
kikAI, why come to me asking if you did well as a leader?
Huh?
Like, why ask me of all people here about your progress as a leader? Surely there's something in that head of yours that has a reason as to why you came to me. Well?
Because within you, I see something that says you'll be reliable.
Wait, what? Me? Reliable? This again? What is it about me that makes people see me like that? It's literally only been a day, so why trust me that easily?
Yes, I worked with investigators like you before, and I always trust in them to reach the goals they have for any situation.
But what if I'm not like any of those investigators?
That's the thing. You're unique from all of them. You have personality, courage, and skill. The way you cared for Shioriko made me believe that you can make people smile in tough times. That's why you have reliability within you, so I trust you can help us here. I mean, the articles I've written about you say that much about you.
Ironic, considering you said to ease my naiveness around Rico.
Even so, I think you should retain those qualities about you by using them on us. One day, you may be able to save us.
You flatter me, but maybe a little too much. Saving is a long shot, but I guess I can take your word for it.
I believe in you, so keep being you.
Thank you, Miss Reliable, Trustworthy Leader, who's doing a very great job.
Oh my! I wasn't expecting a response like that, but thank you so much, Hibiki. I will do my best as leader of this group. I promise you.
I believe in you.
Good. I'm very glad.
kikAI really makes me smile at this rate. Belief, reliability, care. I really display those qualities, huh?
After their conversation ended, kikAI left Hibiki's room, and they exchanged goodbyes.
Okay, for real this time. It's time I sleep for the night. Hopefully by tomorrow, something good can come out of all this. I never imagined that I'd be looked up to in this way. Riko, Hayate, kikAI, they've all shown their kindness towards me, and I really think it'll help my mentality during my time here.
As Hibiki thought those thoughts, he slowly drifted into sleep, awaiting the new day to arrive once he awoke.
Morning already. That sleep was pretty long. I'm that heavy of a sleeper. Whatever. I should probably head down to the dining hall. I guarantee kikAI will be there, leading another meeting.
Hibiki eventually arrived at the dining hall, where he saw Hayate, Remy, Reina, kikAI, and Ruka sitting at the table.
Top of the morning, cutie.
Hey, Hayate.
Hi, Biki! You're here for breakfast!
The fact we haven't got any food yet is cringe.
Perhaps they need more time to cook it.
You wouldn't want raw breakfast, would you?
Bruh, well done food is based.
So, well done steak is...
Cringe!
You just said...
The universal law of steak says that well done steak is not real steak. Shit tastes like a burnt flat tire.
Wow, you're really raising the stakes here. I thought this would be a one-time opportunity to add some sauce to this.
Boo! Dislike, block, unsubscribe!
I'm gonna find a way to convince your viewers to do all that to you.
So, what are we gonna do today?
I have an important proposal I'd like to make, so we're gonna wait till everyone shows up for me to address what I need to.
That attitude of yours. You seem very confident with this.
Well, funny you say that, because what I have to say may as well prove my confidence to you guys.
Oh, well, now I'm very excited to hear this. Yay! Go kikAI!
Is this what I think it's gonna be? Considering our talk we had last night, I think she made up her mind about some things.
I smell bacon! Is that what I think it is?
Bacon? Now that's based!
It was indeed what Hayate was thinking. Breakfast was served by the headmasters.
Hey lady, speed up the game of breakfast fuel, will ya?
Insolence in human form is what you are. Zip it, or you starve.
Sheesh, and I thought we were doing the killing, not you.
Nice choice of words there, loser.
Now Hiko, you're actually here.
Am I prohibited from this place?
No? You just prefer to be distant.
Yes, but I obviously will eat and be distant from you twerps. Think.
Fine, whatever. Suit yourself.
Yes! They added parsley for the eggs!
By the way, Hibiki, did you enjoy your date?
Excuse me? What date?
What's this? Is there something that has occurred I don't know about?
Did somebody say date?
Shoriko, who was standing near, suddenly looked flustered and red.
Whoa! That was not what you want to perceive it as.
Huh? Did Hibiki and Shioriko make out?
Not helping, Remy.
Ooh, I ship it.
You shut up too.
Well, that's quite the shocker.
Who knew such an evil girl would crush on the hero?
I think that's kinda cute.
I love those anime-type tropes.
Perfect timing, Ai, along with the others you have alongside with you.
Is this the trope where the pro-tag hero boy ends up making the lady villain fall in love with him?
Riko is not evil!
Hibiki.
Right. I can't avoid the possibility she made me aware of. Fellas, Riko and I were simply hanging out. No romance involved. A guy can hang out with a girl without being looked at as lovers, can they not?
Not in today's society.
Hanabi is right. We just watched a movie, that's it.
Right.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I do. I just, wish I could have been the one.
Ah, I sense jealousy.
Eat your food.
Whatever, eat up all you can, or else it will get cold.
Cold, like that chef's heart.
I heard that!
The headmasters left the dining hall after finishing up serving everyone breakfast. More people circulated in until there was eventually a full house. They ate to their heart's content, anticipating what kikAI had to say. Hibiki had an obvious hunch as to what it would be, so he kinda knew what to expect nonetheless.
Alright, it seems everyone is here.
So, kikAI, you said you have some sort of proposal to share with us?
Yes, I did say that. It would be best for everyone to listen closely as it will be vital to everyone's safety.
Darn tootin'. I want to be safe from dangers like Dirty Dan.
Do you have some sort of plan towards our escape?
That would really be nice.
No escape plans, at least not yet.
So, what do you have for us?
I sure hope you make this worthwhile.
Everyone's attention was directed at kikAI. They were ready for what she had to say.
So, considering the circumstances, I think it's best that the worst case scenario can be prevented with leadership among the group.
So you mean like a leader?
Precisely my line of thinking, I.
Oh, now I get it. You wanna be group leader. That explains your talk of your own confidence earlier.
kikAI's group leader? That would be nice.
I have no problem with kikAI being group leader.
I sure as hell want to stay away from a bad box.
One question, if I may.
Speak freely, Ryota.
Any particular reason as to why you would like to be the leader?
Since yesterday, I thought it through as a result of me leading the first meeting we had. Since then, I figure since I myself pursue the truth as journalist, I want to guide you all to the right answers.
And if you can't?
Hey, no decreasing ego allowed here.
No, point taken, Ryota. You think the same, do you? Some may have trust issues around here considering the circumstances, so me being leader already would be slightly suspicious, right?
It would appear you have the right mindset, miss.
But kikAI doesn't seem to have any reason to deceive us.
As much as I'm scared to even be here, if someone is willing to guide us, then I'll cooperate with their leadership.
I would say she's a sussy.
No!
I know we're all in a difficult situation, and I know that trust is not the easiest thing we can earn from each other. All I ask, however, is that we just give it our all. Defiance is our ticket out of here. If we kill anyone, they win. We want to win, right? Then let's show them how serious we are about this. Let me show you all the way.
That actually sounded very brave and bold. That's definitely what I call a leader. The question is, however, will everyone be on board?
I am all for kikAI guiding us towards freedom. Most wouldn't stand up and speak like this, but kikAI is different. She has what it takes, and I trust her with our lives. I second that. I feel safer with kikAI around.
Agreed. I really want to learn a thing or two from you, kikAI, so please do the best you can.
If the others say so, I say so as well.
That's plenty of people so far, but I still doubt it'll be 100% everyone.
Don't you think this is a little too soon?
Too soon?
2 to 3 days is how long we've been here. And we're trying to trust so easily? It's gonna be a bit more complicated than that.
Why, though? You don't believe in her?
In a situation like this, the biggest act can lead to the most deceitful murder plan. That's why I'm not taking any risk with having a leader figure of our group balance things around here.
Hey now, just because you don't agree doesn't mean we can't have a leader at all.
She could play the line leader all she wants. I'd just rather not be involved with playing pretend, that's all.
No one said you had to.
I don't expect everyone to take this seriously, but I do request that you at least let me do my part for those who want to trust me. That includes not antagonizing those who trust me, for it's not your problem.
Well, I'm with kikAI, and I have nothing to be ashamed of.
I really don't know. The most trustworthy people can be the biggest plot twist in a game. So I'm gonna need to think about this. My brain is lagging right now from the processing of this information.
Just as long as you're making progress, then I'll stay on board with this.
If
most are okay with it. I'll believe in you, kanae.
I trust you'll do your best for us, kanae. I can feel it.
Thank you. Thank you all for expressing your thoughts. From this point forward, I shall lead the way.
Yay!
Hooray for kanae!
If this is the bridge you wish to build for us, so be it. I will not walk across it until your leadership validity is legit.
But Izumi, don't you think that maybe you could give it a chance?
I don't overstep my boundaries until I can be certain.
Sheesh, that burns more than a roast.
I really need to talk to her soon. Hopefully she opens up soon.
Any more objections?
I am an independent guy, thank you very much.
Sounds typical for a guy like you.
Zip it, or I'll make you go from cut to cut into pieces.
Just, how, Naruhiko?
How what? You got something to say, Pansy?
How are you so bold and confident like that? Do you really not think before you say things?
You got a long way to go to be in my level, kid. I don't spill much information to children like you.
He's not a child.
You all make my ears bleed.
Back on topic, a majority seems to be okay with this. So from here on out, I will do my best for you all as leader of this group.
I have my doubts, but I'll tolerate it until I know for sure it's worth it.
I believe in kanae, so I know she won't disappoint.
I think so too.
Most of the group was on board, while the rest were skeptical. As kanae implied, however, everyone was not going to be expected to trust her as a leader so easily. But as time goes on, that trust will hopefully be earned by everyone completely. That way, their path to freedom will be reached.
Now then, as leader of the group, I say we don't give in and keep our bonds close. It will prove sufficient in this killing game. That way we don't have an enemy we'd want dead.
Easy peasy. Reina and I will stick together and be the heroes! You're so adorable, Remy.
That's very good to hear so far. Hopefully everyone else will follow along with this eventually.
From the corner of my eye, Hayate looked at me with what looked to be a tired face. I knew, however, that he'd somehow want to stick with me through this whole thing. I know I can trust him, but deep down, it's not a bad idea to stay cautious with everyone.
So, what will be the next course of action from here on out?
That depends. I need to do some more planning to ensure things go smoothly.
Well, good luck with that.
Hayate, what's with that face?
Goodness me. You look like a namby-pamby, partner.
And why are you suddenly pale?
Habiki noticed Hayate was grasping his stomach. He looked fatigued. Ill.
Oh my fucking god!
Hayate then fell to his knees from the chair.
Hayate!
What the hell is going on? Is he...
I swear, if one of you did something...
Is someone gonna help him?
Someone! Anyone! We need to help him on the double!
We're on it!
Just then, Reina and Remy rushed right over to Hayate to help him.
Hayate, get it together!
Do you guys know what's happening to him?
Hayate, are you feeling fatigued?
Yes. My stomach is also like a whirlpool. My vision is slightly blurry, too.
I swear to God.
Is this what I think it is?
Hayate, no.
And here I wish I had an extra life item, just in case.
You two, what is his status?
This damn sickness better not be what I think it is.
Is he? No. Hayate is in no danger of dying.
Wait, really?
I think what Hayate is experiencing is a foodborne illness.
Did he consume raw food?
How in the hell did that happen?
I have reasons to believe that one of you did this.
No. We don't know that for sure.
He's right. We have no idea what's causing this. All that we can determine is that Hayate is experiencing food poisoning.
Food poisoning? How the hell did that happen? Did someone tamper with the food? Was the food cooked wrong by accident, or... I just can't think about it right now, because the other possibilities I can think of are... the worst possible ones.
Someone, go to the kitchen and find basil leaves immediately.
Basil leaves. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah! Basil leaves are said to help treat food poisoning, so we need that pronto.
Leave it to me.
Thank you so much, Yua.
Like the speed of light, Yua bolted to the kitchen in search of Basil.
Hayate, please stay strong.
I'll be fine, baby bean. I swear I'll be fine.
Just what in God's name caused this to happen?
We all wish we knew, kid. But we don't.
It's a relief he's above snakes, that's for sure.
Why do we need to give him basil? Why not some sweets?
Sugar is one of the things you should never consume while dealing with food poisoning. Right. Besides, it can upset his stomach even further should sugar be consumed alongside food poisoning.
Aw, what a bother.
So, can anyone check on Yua and see if she needs help?
Fresh basil on the house.
Guess we don't have to now.
With that, Remy and Reina began their procedure to help Hayate. They did what they did with the herbs to help treat him with the food poisoning. After what felt like a while, the two girls eventually finished their treatment of Hayate.
There. You should be feeling better in no time.
Thanks, girls. I'm glad you have such knowledge to help.
But of course! That is why Reina and I are like best friends! We share knowledge of herbs together, so teamwork between us is solid!
That's really great to hear. You girls are lifesavers.
Thank you, Piki!
Now what?
Escort Hayate to his room immediately.
Consider it done.
Thanks, guys. Your care for me means so much.
Alright, onward!
The two walked beside Hayate for support to get him to his room.
Man, what in the what went wrong? How can someone like Hayate get food poisoning? I mean, it's not as bad as actual poisoning, right? Perish the thought. I look around to see concerned looks on everyone's faces.
Well, does anyone wish to share what they think was the cause of this mess?
Beats me, partner. It's not that simple.
Why on earth would something like this happen?
Perhaps the answer is simpler than we think.
What's that supposed to mean?
Haven't you fools even considered the possibility that someone here was trying to kill Hayate?
The room suddenly felt grim, the aura tarnished by Ryota's statement. It was... No. How could he?
What did you just say?
You heard me loud and clear. That food poisoning could have been an attempted murder by one of you.
Oh, hell no. I'm not gonna hear you bring up such a grim possibility.
Yeah, you jumped the gun way too soon. That's cringe on top of cringe.
I'm sure it was just an error in the cooking, right?
Yes, that has to be it.
Nonsense. Would the headmasters be really that stupid to cause an accidental attempt at killing?
You know what? Get wrecked! You're a pessimist with no supreme wisdom.
Oh? Are you perhaps trying to intimidate me, Toast Boy?
Yeah, because of how stupid of a twig you are.
Boys, I'm not gonna stand for this again. Stop with the fighting.
Why? So this twerp can get away with his remarks?
This nutjob doesn't know a thing or two about what he's talking about.
Why? Because you want to trust everyone? Good. Then I hope you become the next victim.
The fuck did you just say to me?
Guys, stop!
You know what? You should be the victim. You being so negative brings our morale down even further.
Then kill me.
What?
You really don't think before you speak, do you?
I'm scared!
Don't play that card, you deuce. You touch Ruka or anyone here, it's my rope that you meet ends with.
Look at all of you. Naive and unworthy. Not even willing to accept the truth unlike me.
You're not making it any better, though.
You aren't either.
You know what? Stop being such a fucking pessimist and get a personality!
Everyone, please!
You think someone like you can defuse such a thing? It wouldn't change the possibility I brought up.
Maybe the one that needs to change is you. Just like a baby's diaper. Except you're the fucking baby. I'm out of here. Bye.
Ruka!
If you consider it as nothing but a mere possibility, then why insist it's the case and shoot down our possibilities, huh?
I ask the same thing, you hypocrite.
Stop it!
Ryota, you're not making anything better.
All of you barking at each other makes no difference either.
Just like all of you optimists. Nothing but—
Shut up! If you all don't stop, I swear to God I'm gonna—
Oh dear, it seems like our stove was dysfunctional today.
Huh?
Hanamaru came in.
Dearies, it seems that Minoru has made an error with the sausages. Hayate was the only one to eat them, thus causing him to have food poisoning.
We apologize for the stress it has caused you all.
I knew it! It was a cooking error!
Who would have guessed a goddamn stove would be dysfunctional to the point of making the sausages undercooked? I'm so fucking pissed.
Undercooked?
The stove will be undergoing maintenance, thus the variety of food will be cut down for now.
I fucking hate it!
That is all there is to say. No attempted murder has been made at this time. Carry on.
The two of them left shortly. Riko was still there.
That took a U-turn just in time.
Looks like someone needs to think before they actually think.
Who's the fool now?
Silence.
You guys are lucky. Otherwise, the fight I heard, it probably would have gotten worse.
Well, thank God it's over now.
It was really frightening, but it all worked out in the end.
By the way, where's Ruka?
Ruka? He walked out in anger. Why?
Where to?
I assume his room.
I see. Thank you.
From there, Shioriko left the room too.
She must have been worried about him since she asked. That's awfully considerate.
Thank God that wasn't what I was scared of.
All I care about is if Hayate's doing okay, resting in his room.
Don't sweat it, sport. Why don't you clear your mind by reading?
You're gonna do this to me every day, aren't you?
We're back.
Yay! You did it!
How'd it go with Hayate?
He's fine. He just needs to rest for the day.
That's a relief.
How long until he recovers fully?
We will give him until tomorrow morning.
That's basically a whole day.
Okay, that's valid. I wouldn't want to be riding into the sun with food poisoning from raw meat.
Huh? What do you mean? You say that as if you knew what caused the food poisoning.
They explained what went down with Hanamaru and Minoru while they were gone for a bit.
I see. So, undercooked meat caused his food poisoning.
What I don't understand is, how could they not notice the stove not functioning properly?
I would think that such a thing would be barely noticeable until the last minute.
Regardless, the stove was discovered to have been broken way after the meals were cooked. Nothing can change that.
Guess meat consumption is on hiatus.
You two are lifesavers. I commend you for your heroic efforts for Hayate. As leader, you earn my approval and a gold star.
Yay!
Very interesting.
So, now what?
I guess we can go about our day normally now?
We may as well. We've got time for just about anything.
Well then, I thank most of you for putting your trust into me. I pray for the safety of this group, and I will continue to do my best to protect you all.
That's the spirit, kikAI.
I feel much better knowing you're looking out for us like this.
Damn right! Cheers for kikAI!
They were all happy that kikAI was doing her thing, looking out for the group like this. Hibiki knew that deep down, kikAI will be the best she can be. He returned to his room once they all went their separate ways.
と一緒な